All right, today we're going to be going over the installation of VibeVoice 7B. So I just recorded this, but my video footage messed up, so I'm going to be doing this for the second time, unfortunately. So this is how it sounds if you haven't heard it before.
So you've come at last. For 5,000 years I have been awaiting this moment. Foe after foe after foe, each stronger than the last, yet I still stand, bested by none. Prepare yourself, for I will not hold back.
And so we're going to get that installed on our computers. Okay, for the second time. We are going to need a few prerequisites. So you're going to need UV installed on your computer on Windows. So you can just run this command here. And then you're going to need Git installed on your computer. So Git download for Windows, go to this x64 setup, and you should be good to go. Git and UV. And then you're going to need an NVIDIA graphics card for this to work best on your PC. So once you have all of that, we just need to go to the green code button, copy to clipboard, and then navigate into any folder where you can get this up and going. So I'm going to right click open in terminal. It's going to open up somewhere where we can type git clone, and then we're just going to click the enter button here. So while this is downloading, we need to go into this Flash Attention repository to download Flash Attention so that we can get it installed, and just download the file. And then we're going to navigate into the root directory of VibeVoice, go to save, and then that's going to download there. So while that is downloading, let's change our directory into VibeVoice. And then we'll actually just open up the VibeVoice folder inside of the file browser here. And then real quick, we just need to open up the pyproject.toml, scroll down until you see this Flash Attention name. We're going to copy all the way until the dot, so up until the AMD 64, right click and then copy that. And then we are going to need to rename this Flash Attention wheel, because when downloading from Hugging Face, it changes the pluses to percents. So we've got that. So now that we've got everything we need in our root directory, we've already changed. Make sure you're in VibeVoice. We're going to type UV sync. And this is going to create a virtual environment in that file explorer or that file folder. And then it'll have all of the package stuff that we need to run the VibeVoice repository. So there shouldn't be any issues with this, even if you're installing in the future, because everything should be versioned. So that is good to go there. And then we can launch the Gradio interface. So if you head over into the repository, scroll down until you get to the Gradio demo area. And then we need to copy this model path. So model path JMica 7B, copy that, and then we are gonna run UV run demo /Gradio. I'm gonna use tab for completion, and then we'll just paste in that last bit, and then we'll just click enter, and we'll be good to go. Now, the 7B version takes around 16 to 17 gigabytes of VRAM in order to run. So you need a 24 gigabyte card in order to do this. However, there is a 1.5B version that I'll show how you can get up to that does require closer to around 6 gigabytes of VRAM when not inferencing. I think as you inference on longer files, you get more VRAM usage. So if we go here, you can see that things are happening. Once it finishes downloading for you guys, it'll start this loading checkpoint shards area. So just when you guys run this on first glance, what it's going to do is download a bunch of files that are essentially the model weights, and then you'll be able to use it. So I'll show real quick how you can use the 1.5B. So the previous command, all you need to do to get this one up again is just click up arrow on your keyboard, and we'll delete that last portion, and then we'll just paste in this model path one, which is the 1.5B version. Click enter, and we'll get that one up and running. So this one is still pointing to Microsoft. They haven't taken it down, so I don't think they will. But if they do in the future, I'll upload it and have that hosted. But you can see that it's loaded here. If we go into my GPU, you can see it's using 9.4 gigabytes of VRAM. If I close out of it, you'll see it drops down to 3.3. So that uses about 6 gigabytes of VRAM. For the quick little demo I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to use the 7B version, and we should be good to go. Now, if you want to do voice cloning or zero-shot voice cloning, we need to drag a file into the VibeVoice demo folder. So if you go into demo, go into voices, this is where you're going to place the files. So I have this sad voice that I'm going to add in here just to display some emotions. And we'll go into the terminal, and since it's loaded, it's going to say we can open this in another, or we can open it up at this address. I just hold control and then left click and it'll open up as it did here. And then go to the bottom settings and go to light for display theme. If you have your system set for dark, it'll look weird. So here we are. We're in the interface. I'm just going to use one speaker as a reference here, but this can do multi-speaker. So if you go down into the examples and click one of the examples here, you can see we have like a multi-speaker script. But what I'm going to do is just a single speaker generation for the voice that I uploaded into here. And that is this Vivi sad voice. So a few generation parameters you can look for are the CFG scale. So this is how strong the reference audio guides the output prompt. So you can increase this to have more of an effect on the output prompt. And then you have this random seed. So this seed here determines how the output audio sounds or how random it is. So the best way I can explain it is a seed of 42. If you regenerate the same seed number, it should sound exactly the same as the previous 42 seed generation. I have noticed a little bit of variation between them, but yeah, it's pretty much the same. So if you're not getting a good output, change the seed to something else and regenerate. So we can say something sad here, like this sentence here. To start generation, just click generate podcast. And then because I don't want the audio playing back automatically, I will pause the generated podcast area here, or else it'll start playing on its own. So if we hop on over into the terminal here, it's actually a very slow model. So like 4 to 8 generations or iterations per second. It's generating, and yeah, we could take a listen to it.
I can't believe you left me. Now I'm all alone here, wallowing in my own sorrow.
So that, you can tell, did not sound sad at all. And that would be where we would change the random seed. We'll go ahead and generate another one and see if we can get a sad output from it.
I can't believe you left me. Now I'm all alone here wallowing in my own sorrow.
So that one sounded a little bit better. Let's increase the seed one more time and regenerate.
I can't believe you left me. Now I'm all alone here wallowing in my own sorrow.
Okay, so there you go. It's a little bit more dramatic. And I guess this leads towards me saying one more thing. This model is very unpredictable and very unstable. That is both a good and a bad thing. The good thing, I think the ceiling for emotional expressional speech is higher than any other model out there. The bad thing is the instability of the model is higher than any others out there. So you might get stuff that sounds really fantastic, or you might get things that sound kind of off. But I'm going to leave that for you guys to test out there. So that is how you can install VibeVoice 7B. And if you guys run into any issues, leave a comment down below what you guys ran into. I might be able to help you guys out there, but no guarantees. But yeah, that's going to be VibeVoice 7B. Now I'm going to go take a look at Index TTS 2, which just got released today. And hopefully this footage came out fine. So once again, I'd like to thank all the members of the channel for supporting me. Very much appreciate it. And I will see you guys all later.